That's like going on a live stream, saying some dumb shit, and then when someone shows you a video of it, or is like you trying to lie like it never fucking happened, like people didn't witness it with their own eyes. But I digress.
I mean, I take everything people come to me into consideration, but at the end of the day, Coach, I will stay true to what I think and what I believe. Just like me and Mike don't exactly agree on the Mike, the kid behind the camera situation. But we'll get to that, okay? I'm gonna stay true to myself. And see, that's what this title is about.
Well, one reason why me and you don't see it the same way is because we're coming at it from two different perspectives. You're coming at it as a person that's been in that situation, okay? And I'm coming at it as a person that's dealt with it professionally and see both sides. You see what I'm saying? That's why our
And we'll get into it, but before I go up on Abe, here's two factors that are true. It is true that women lie. Women lie about being raped. Women lie about being beat. And that's fucked up. And if that's the truth, then that's fucked up.
Here we have the state of South Carolina versus Michael Robert Green. The case number is 2025-2690-76195. I didn't think it was going to take me that long. Court agency, Somerville Municipal Court, filed date 408. So this is 5 days after he was charged with criminal domestic violence in the third degree. Case type criminal, case subject criminal bond. Green Michael Robert White M 1987 defendant, and then we have the officer. So we come down to here, 3813 domestic violence in the third degree, right? That's the charging code. That's what he was charged with. And then we have criminal/traffic rescheduled. This was on the for the 24th. So as we can see, proof positive that the 24th of this month he is supposed to be going to court. This proves that he did in fact have it rescheduled. He was not lying about that. Fine and costs $5,237.50. That is his costs for this bond. Now, this bond here, because he was released on his own recognizance, he only has to pay it if he breaks the court conditions, which we're about to get into. And the conditions are interesting when you compare them to what Tina said. Here we go. Set date 08 April. Pitchcock, personal recognizance bond. Yeah, he was released on his personal recognizance, Tina, because it's a fucking bond type. Do not return to incident location. Do not return to victim's residence. Law enforcement required for escort for belongings. Must have permission to leave the state. Must appear in court. Remember how many times it says for him to not have any contact with Bridget. Do not return to the incident location. That's 1. Do not return to victim's residence. That's 2. You must keep the peace, so I'll leave that there, and no contact with victim. It says 3 times that he is not supposed to have contact with Bridget. It says he must not return to the location. He must not return to her home, which is, I believe, where it occurred. It was their home. So here we have bond type, personal recognizance, $5,237.50. Yeah, I don't know what would compel people to lie when literally it's public information. That's like going on a live stream, saying some dumb shit, and then when someone shows you a video of it, or is like you trying to lie like it never fucking happened, like people didn't witness it with their own eyes. But I digress. Let's get back to some other things that she said that was pretty interesting.
Nobody, especially with all these injuries you guys are saying that took place. And it's funny you should...
Nobody said any injuries took place. We never made any accusations of injuries taking place. Not me, not you. All we've done is regurgitate the information that is on the police report. We did not say out of the fucking thin air that she was punched in the face or that she had multiple injuries. You didn't say it. I hope you didn't say it. Be a good person. Don't say that stupid shit. Just read off of what's in the damn report. But we did not say this. Bridget is the one who said it. The officer said he saw redness to one side of his face. I know on Lolcow Live they were attempting to go ahead and downplay it by saying, well, she was drinking, so obviously her face was red. It didn't say her face was red or flush. It specifically stated that only one side of her face had redness to it. I don't know about you guys, but when I drink as heavily as they are implying that they did, and as heavily as Bridget implied that they did, all the face should be red, not just one side of it. Okay, this is not like she had an allergic reaction or some shit.
Say that because he came here when he got released, and she met him here, and there wasn't a.
I'm sorry, Tina. What did you just say?
You should say that because he came here when he got released, and she met him here, and there was. Funny you should say that because he came here when he got released, and she met him here.
So the same day that he's released, he breaks his no contact order condition. That's what you're telling me, Tina? Do not return to incident location. Do not return to victim's residence. No contact with the victim. Tina, do you realize that if what you're saying is true, you literally just admitted to Michael breaking a no contact condition of his bond? Meaning that if what you're saying is true, Michael, under South Carolina law, can be arrested and sentenced to jail for 30 days. And if we remember what it says here, there are no exceptions in a standard no contact order for situations involving a shared residence, which means even though they might live together, which obviously Mike is in an Airbnb right now, but Tina, stop talking. Mike, tell your people to stop talking, because eventually someone's going to say something and you might be spending more than just 30 days in fucking jail, brother. I know you're trying not to say something, even though you're sending your correspondence with your lawyer to people, which makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. If I was you, I wouldn't be trusting a goddamn person with anything, especially not somebody who's so willing to go into our comment section, legal correspondence with your lawyer.
Isaac did show me some proof where Michael had been talking to somebody at the court or whatever, and he was like concerned.
Your whole hosts of friends here are running the campaign that people are just doing this because they dislike you. And if that's all that this is, don't you think it's a little risky to be sending emails between you and your lawyer to people? Just saying. Now, let's get back to the rest of what she had to say.
And there wasn't a fucking mark on her. Nothing. And I am...
Well, this happened on the 3rd. He was released, as far as I can see, as far as the report says, he most likely was released on the 8th, right here. Considering when he, I don't know when he's released, I'm going directly off of this, but considering that it was last updated on the 8th, that means that's when he got his bond, which means he was still in jail at that time. So 5 days had gone by without you seeing Bridget. Yeah, I think 5 days is more than enough time for redness on somebody's face to dissipate. That's just me, though. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.
I'm all for the domestic violence, and y'all save that shit telling me about domestic violence. Tina, you guys didn't give a fuck when you called up the man that tried to kill me and say I was abusing my son so he could kill me for sure. Y'all didn't...
Tina, you weren't part of the LCU when any of this happened, so obviously the viewers of the LCU wouldn't have done anything because none of us were aware of it. Only the people who have followed you from the days of AGP to here.
At the end of that call, which if you you want to hear these, fully in their entirety, they're all on my Twitter, at the guest tweets. He said he wanted to send me something that I'm probably going to want, something useful is what it seems like. And also, he does want to try to get custody of Albert. He does want, his son. And I'm going to help him fully with that and provide whatever I can and do whatever I can to help him get custody of
At
Albert.
the LCU. Well, I shouldn't even say here. I fucking ain't part of that. But to there of the LCU wouldn't have known to do anything to help. So that isn't on anybody who watches it or anybody who's a part of it.
Give a fuck. So now you want me to have a bigger outlook? Let me tell you something. Bridget also went to jail in 2016 for domestic violence too. Okay?
And she was released. So by your guys' logic, you shouldn't be using that against her because no charges were pressed. So obviously Mike's innocent. No charges were pressed. So Mike is innocent. Or, well, he wasn't convicted. The charges were dropped. And considering the charges were also dropped against Bridget, that equally means that she's innocent. You see how you shouldn't have a defense that can be used against you? Sometimes it's better to just shut the fuck up. Be like Michael. I'm not saying to shoot 3-pointers. I'm saying to just shut up. You're not helping anybody here.
Hey, surprise! Y'all are not going to fucking emphasize that though, right?
Go, Queen.
She woke up in a bad mood. So she pushed Michael. AGP went and got him, bitch. Okay? They were dismissed. No charges. Just like that night.
Oh, you mean like what's going to happen?
So what you're saying is that Michael and Bridget have a history of putting hands on each other. And then once it gets to actually having consequences for it, they both decide to say nothing happened and not press charges? Wow. It's almost like the people in the comment section saying that it's entirely possible that this happened and Bridget just doesn't want to go forward with this might have some credence to what they're saying. You gotta love it when people dig their own grave. It makes my job so much easier. I don't have to concoct some sort of 4D chess move. I don't have to do all this research and break it down. Simple Google search in your own words lands you in the grave.
In 9 days?
Yes. So, I went over there. I talked to her personally without him there. He wasn't even home. He was staying at his Airbnb. She said they got in an argument, especially because him and Becky were flirting, and there's some phone numbers came up in his phone, and she seen them. And they pushed each other. That's all it was a push here and a push there.
That would still be considered domestic violence in the third degree, physical harm or to any degree. I mean, we literally watched it. Is it a massive fucking domestic violence issue? No, but you know what's interesting? Tina's leaving out the part where Mike apparently got mad and started throwing shit. So now that we do have that little bit of information, it could also be the fact that they got into an argument, started pushing each other. Michael, in a fit of rage, started throwing stuff, as Bridget said on her phone call when on Lolcow Live, and what he threw hit her in the face. And that's why there's redness and not bruising. You see, you guys, you're talking, you're saying things. Is it a theory? Sure. But is it a plausible theory? Y'all decide.
She wasn't running down no fucking street, you liars. I don't give a fuck what she told the police. Anyone.
So I did look back over the police report, and unfortunately, there is no legitimate pen to paper stating that she was found at Central Avenue. The closest that comes to it is them saying while en route, the victim, later identified as Bridget West, left the residence and was walking down the street towards Central Avenue. Now, this isn't stating that the officer saw her on Central Avenue. This is stating that the officer was told by dispatch that she left the residence. And as we read it, or if you're followed on our Twitter, you can go back and check it. Nowhere in here does it actually state that she was found on the cross street between Central Avenue and whatever it is. But if you listen to the phone call, it's very obvious that they're outside, and she is in an area in which her screams can echo, which just already shows you that she's outside. Obviously, your voice can echo inside of a house, but not to the level of not to the amount of reverberations that occurred during that 911 call. You can also hear the wind. You can also hear them moving. I'm not a forensic scientist or whatever the fuck it would be to, go through a phone call and break it down and tell you with some sort of scientific significance that she was running or anything of that nature. But we've all heard the call. Make your own decision on whether or not you believe she was walking away from the house.
Woman scorned is going to say what she has to say. I've never called the police, so therefore I don't know how they come for domestic violence.
Well, according to the police report, they come 7 strong. Whoa, pause. All right.
But I know that factual time, I know the facts because I was involved in it.
So, Tina is saying she was involved in it, saying she was there. Okay. I'm not going to say Tina's stating that she was there when it occurred. She's saying she knows the facts because she was involved with it the same way that Keemstar and Boogie were involved with it. Bridget and Mike told them. So obviously they know all the facts. Even though Bridget lies, apparently. And even though they have a history of putting hands on each other. Makes you think, don't it?
He did not punch her 5 times in the fucking face, you dumbasses. He would have had a bond. He would have had to get a bondsman. He would have had to put up his property.
First and foremost, he wouldn't have had to put up his property so long as he had liquidated assets, which I guess would be part of his property. But considering the boy has a lot of his money up in crypto, from what I understand, I imagine he does have the money. He does have the ability to put up a cash bond. But as we learned, there is a personal recognizance bond.
He would have put up money. He got out on his own fucking face. Because he didn't believe it either. But they're going to write.
That's definitely not true. South Carolina law, the personal recognizance is a type of bond.
Write down whatever.
And the worst part about it is the more you say it, the more confidence you have behind the lie or misinformation, the worse it is.
A woman says it's on the phone. They weren't there yet. Oh, he's beating me. Hurry up. Send the troops. Well, that's funny. They do that in here, too, on fake calls. You guys said, oh, she was screaming. She's seen lights. No, she didn't. No, she did not. And her kids were with her mother.
Her kids were with her mother. Is that true?
They weren't even home that night, you stupid fucks.
They weren't home. Okay, let's check out the police report. The police report states that the involvements, as in the people who were involved during April 3rd, we have Mia and Michael Green, the children, the kids. They are involved. If they were not at the house, there would be no reason to have their names here. The whole reason their names are here is because right here it states that they did not witness or perceive the events, which means more than likely that they were talked to by the officers. Now, I'll turn around and I will say this. It is entirely possible that the reason why they are named here as involvements is because they live at the house. It is entirely possible that is the reason why, as in they are involved in the situation because all 4 of them live at the same place. But until there's any proof that they weren't there that night, that they were supposedly with the mom, I mean, it's up to you to decide.
Good. I'm saying too much again.
Sufahor says you get pretty gay, Mike.
Oh no, I've kissed guys. I don't give a shit, but I love eating pussy.
Mike!
And I love eating it. I'll eat Bridget's pussy for 6 hours if she lets me.
Is Bridget still there with you? Oh, did Bridget just pull the plug on Mike? Nope, he back.
Oh. I fell asleep on the keyboard.
You fell asleep on the keyboard?
I would eat Bridget's pussy for 6 days.
6 days.
Don't give me a cutting off point because I'm too drunk. I should stop.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you can be fucking a tree again.
I'd fuck a tree.
Tina D's life coach in the chat. I'd be careful. No, wait, are you going? Oh no. I'd be careful talking shit in the chat, Tina D's life coach, with you sending those fucking 5-hour with you sending those 5-hour energies and not sending me any.
Simon Cowie super chatted $26.31. Michael is a funny drunk.
He is a funny drunk. I like him drunk.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Mia.
Hey, baby. Mia, I got a new car.
She got a new car. Tina got a new car. Remember her old car had duct tapes for a window? This car has real windows. Her last car had duct tapes for a window, and it didn't have... What was that, Michael? Where did he get here? Michael's not here, is he?
He's behind you.
Michael, look.
Aww.
Mikey. Hey, Mikey.
They're both my kids. I got 2 of them.
He said I got 2 of them.
Okay. I love you. Do you know how much I love you? Have I told you you're the best?
Yeah, I got a new car, Mike, for you to hang out with.
Kids don't care about a new car. Those are adult things.
Oh, Michael loves cars. He pets my car the whole time I'm at Mike's house.
He pets your car.
He pets it. He's like Tina's car.
He loves cars.
Did you ever see that TLC episode of the guy who makes love to his own car? I don't know. You better get on that, Mike.
I see it.
You better get on that.
Hello.
Okay, guys in the comment section, tell me if I'm too drunk.
No. You're perfectly drunk.
Here's the problem. That's the problem. I can't go upstairs. I love you.
Bridget said on the 911 call that he slapped her so hard she's seen white. That's what she said. He punched her so hard she's seen white. Now, any woman that's ever been hit by a man for real, what's that, Vegas Barbie? That is what happens. You fucking get your eyes wrong, okay? You see white. Bridget said that she hit him in the face. The cop on the report said there was noticeable red mark on the side of her face, okay? But then when they go down and they talk to Mike, because they wouldn't have brought them back together, it's a domestic dispute. You're always going to get separated. They're going to get your story and they're going to get his story, okay? Michael admitted that he hit her in the face. He would have known that's what she told the cops. We're listening to the 911 call. She's not screaming, I told them that you hit me. She's saying, I'm afraid of you. Get away from me.